Homegrown Radio.
Surely we've heard, Guti, a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips. How true is that? Well, we're about to find out right on Homegrown Radio. We are broadcasting live from the Durban Business Fair 2021, an event that happens annually, inculcating the culture of buying local, rather. So I have Usibongimpilo Ndabe with me right here, and we're about to speak about her business. Welcome to the show, Sibongimpilo.
Thank you very much.
It's nice having you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be with you guys.
We are pleased to have you here. So please tell me about your business, because I see what you brought food with you. Yeah.
And I can't wait for you guys to taste it. So basically our business, the name of our business is Ndanda Organic Farming.
Okay.
So we focus mainly on organically produced goods.
Yeah.
So some of the times we produce like vegetables mainly. And then also we have the other side which focuses on stock farming, where we have piggery as well as chicken.
Yeah.
So what I have here for this fair was pork, and then we have another partner, business partner, which produces more of crocodile meat.
Wow.
So I have crocodile and pork.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking in my head we have a La Costa in the building. So we are about to indulge into the La Costa. Our technical producer is also excited about it because we've never tasted it, but today is going to be our first time because there's a first time for everything. And so, crocodile. Yeah, what would you say what it taste is like for you?
Okay, for me, the texture is chicken, but the taste is different.
Really?
But when you eat the texture, you can feel some sort of chicken, but then different kind of a chicken. Yes, but it's very tasty, trust me.
Yeah. So how many people do you have there by your business?
You mean where we stay?
Yeah, how many people have you employed?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
We
the
have Amadela Farming.
Yeah.
They're the one who supply us with the crocodile.
Yeah.
And then the pigs, we just produce them ourselves. Otherwise, we ask from the nearby farmers if we need to change a breed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just produce on our own.
Okay, so because I see, Guti, you are young, would you say, Guti, the team that you're working with is a group of young people?
You'd be surprised that this business was inspired by my mother.
Yeah.
So she started through the funding of agriculture.
Yeah.
They trained the young women, older
Yeah.
women, in the area. So then when she went to that training afterwards, I was like, I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
Because there was no young person attending the training.
Yeah.
So that's when I came in together with my nephew,
Yeah.
came with me here. So it's just mainly us, and we assist each other in terms of making sure that the livestock is taken care of, and also supplying the village, because I'm from Umbumbul.
Yeah.
So mainly to get it to a grocery store is very far. So we just supply the nearby areas or households.
So basically, this is a family business.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's nice. That's even more nicer. So, since it's a family business, what challenges have you guys come across, and how do you deal with them? Because, I mean, a family business is tricky. You would find Guti somewhere, somehow, you guys get, offended by each other's criticism, which is constructive, by the way, but you would find Guti, you take it to heart. And now, the business has to also continue, but you're like, okay, maruma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you then deal with those dynamics?
There is quite a number of challenges because we are still a small scale farm. So some of the things, it would be like, Uma would say, let's give Makelwan a portion of this.
Oh.
So that's where the conflict starts, because for us young people, like, but it's a business, they need to buy. But then Umdala would be like, Ubuntu. So we face those challenges, but at the same time, we do sit down and evaluate, okay, simnigile because they need it, but then is it a loss on our side, or does it work on a positive side? Because, okay, say as we are producing eggs, something of that matter. But we do sit down and discuss those challenges.
Durban Business Fair. Is it your first time attending?
Yes.
What does it mean for you to be here for the first time?
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Excited because I've always seen the business fair just posters, but I've never been there.
Yeah.
Until I went online, business fair, I'm like, Mom, I'm applying.
Yeah.
Then when I applied, I was very excited. But then I got nervous yesterday.
Why?
Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Why were you nervous?
I was nervous because I wasn't sure. Would I have a good market? Would it work? Would people love the taste? So, yeah. But then, otherwise, I was very excited about it, and I'm enjoying so far because I'm getting an opportunity to network.
Well, congratulations for making it to the Durban Business Fair 2021. Congratulations for also just taking matters into your own hands and making sure you are just taking care of your life and your future by being business minded. Big ups to your mom and big ups to everyone who's part of the team, which is I cannot wait to indulge, especially on the Lacosta side of things. This is Homegrown Radio. We're broadcasting live from the Durban Business Fair 2021. And as you can hear in the background, there's some noise there. But that's because the panel is busy. And we also have to just take a quick break. We're going to come back. But for now, we just want to indulge. So yeah, please do stay tuned as this is day one of Durban Business Fair.